Hey everyone, thanks for checking out my video on how to get all the trophies and achievements in Exoprimal. Since this game is a multiplayer focused game, these can either be very easy or very hard based on your personal experience with team multiplayer games. For these reasons, please note that at best, my comments can only be taken as tips and suggestions and not perfect strategies. However, I will provide additional details if there's any information that can make challenges easier or more consistent. I highly recommend you play with at least one friend to communicate with, as even one person you can coordinate with will make this much easier. However, you can also unlock these as a solo player. The trophies and achievements in this game are broken into 3 categories. Auto unlockables, which are related to story events or performing actions on the menu outside of matches. These are the easiest ones to get and require little effort. Story related events happen every 10 or so matches, so simply keep playing PvP or PvE to finish the game. For the ones that require you to reach certain levels, simply keep playing and you'll eventually unlock them as you continue the story. The class-specific challenges are the ones you need to play as a specific exosuit. These can range from very easy to annoying depending on how you find a certain suit. Personally, I had a lot of trouble with Zephyr and Krieger, as these 2 suits are very limited when they do not have their class modules attached. Out of all the classes, only Roadblock has one additional specific challenge, and that is to stop a Triceratops charge with your shield. This one is a little tricky to gauge in difficulty as well, as there's 2 big luck-based factors you need to take into consideration. Number 1, getting a Triceratops to appear. One will spawn eventually, but until it does, you can't actually work on this one. Number 2, how skilled your team is. If your team is very skilled, or they have all of their ultis up, they can drop enough damage to stun lock or interrupt the Triceratops charge. If that happens, then you can't block the move. Unfortunately, you'll need to try this in a different match if your team is too good. For these 2 reasons, this one can be very easy or insanely hard. I recommend you start your matches as Roadblock to show your teammates that you want to play as the tank. The last category is for multiplayer challenges. These require you to perform certain actions in a match regardless of a suit. These can range from very easy to extremely difficult, as it will depend on your team's ability to work together and how good the enemy team is. In other words, luck. To start off this list is Dinosaur Handling. In order to get this one, you need to use the Dominator pickup during a match, as it will not count if it's done in training mode. The type of dino you use does not matter. However, you can only get a total of 2 Dominators per match depending on the map and the round. If a team is losing by round 2, the pickup will drop on the first objective. If you're winning though, it won't drop until the 3rd objective near the end of the round. The next set of multiplayer achievements is for hunting large dino bosses. Carnotaurs and Triceratops appear from the start of the game. However, the T-Rex is locked until you get far enough in the story, but once you unlock it, it'll then start appearing in your matches. It'll register either AI or player controlled takedowns. Around the same time the T-Rex is unlocked, also unlock the Dinosaur Upgrade multiplayer effect. Similar to the Dominators, this effect has to be turned on by the losing team. This one is a mix of playtime and luck, as this effect is only available on specific maps. Basically, if you're winning, the enemy team is going to turn on the effect. If you're on the losing side that can turn the effect on, you'll be asked to hunt a very specific dino. Once you take it down, the effect will turn on after a few minutes. These next 3 achievements are related to suits. The first one, a sample of suits, simply requires you to switch into 10 different suits in PvP or PvE. However, they don't need to be unique suits, which means you don't have to have all of those suits unlocked. The second one is called Shapeshifter. This one requires you to switch into 5 different suits during a match and then win. In my opinion, this is very hard for the following reasons. Number 1, switching in and out of a suit takes time, and if there's dinos around, it slows down the speed in which you can switch into your suit. Number 2, you need to win. There's only so much you can do on your own, and if you're playing with a random team, you might not stand a chance. I highly recommend you play with people you can communicate for this one. This makes it so that the important roles are not dropped on you, such as healer. The final suit trophy is called No Exosuit, No Problem. It's not too difficult if you do it on the right mode. To unlock this one, you need to take out 20 dinos while in pilot mode. And to get into pilot mode, all you need to do is bring up the menu and choose to switch into a different suit. Once you leave the current suit, don't switch into your new one and instead stay on foot to rack up your dino kills. Personally, I recommend you play PvP and do this on the data escort mission. Simply stand on the cube platform and take out 20 dinos here. Once you finish, switch back to your suit. You also need to be careful as you don't have abilities and can be taken out very fast while outside of a suit. The last 2 trophies in this game are basically grind challenges. The first one, Ancient Problems, Modern Solutions, requires you to take down 1 of each type of dino in the base game. It's possible this can get easier over time as they add new modes and missions. However, for now, here are the different types. One comment about boss types: you need to put in any amount of damage for it to register for you. This means if you're playing as a tank or a healer, you need to get a few hits in, otherwise it will not register you as taking it down. As long as you get the name to appear in the middle of the screen, that means it registers the takedown. The final one, Cretatceous Eradicator, is simply a grind to 100,000 dinos. No real advice on this one other than playtime. It's possible later on they can add a mode that's simply a massive wave of dinos that you can just grind on, but as the very beginning of the game, there's no such mode, so all you can really do is just keep playing. If you found this video helpful, then consider giving a like as it really helps out my channel. Thanks for watching and have a great day.